Hi there, I'm Vonda Vaden Bates with 10th Dot. Today is Wednesday, March 28th, and today there is no song on my mind. I just got through driving for a couple of days and I decided to not play music and just take the time to reflect for those 6-7 hours of driving time, and it was just wonderful. One of the things that came up for me that I thought might be helpful to share with you today is the importance of quiet time, and particularly the importance of pausing between actions and between what we pay attention to in the world in a way to sort of assimilate our experience and get really clear direction about where we're heading and what we want to pay attention to next. So I thought I would share an exercise with you today. It'll take about 4.5 minutes. So if you don't have time now, you might tuck this away in your file somewhere for later. Or just take this luscious 5 minutes for yourself. And you can play it again and again until you become familiar with the exercise, and then use it whenever you want and however it might benefit you. So for this, you might want to close your eyes or soften your gaze a little bit, focusing on something that is important or in your presence that is just sort of generic, nothing too interesting to you. Or just close your eyes and see what you have in your mind's eye. It's a short breathing exercise, and I'm going to guide you through what you pay attention to in a very specific way. Focus first on your breath, and specifically focus on your breath at the nose bridge, that space between the two nostrils, and to the best of your ability, see if you can begin to feel the air current as you breathe in and out of your nose. See if you can feel the breath there at the nose bridge. In a moment, I'm going to suggest that you turn your attention elsewhere. But before I do that, I'm going to suggest that you take a short pause, a moment where, to the best of your ability, you're not attending to any sensory experience or any thought. Now, turn your attention toward a moment that you've experienced recently. Preferably something that's either pleasant or interesting to you, and definitely something that you have had an experience with. To the best of your ability, recreate that experience. Play it over again in your mind. Now, in a moment, I am also going to suggest again that you turn your attention to something else. But before you do that, take another pause, another quiet moment where, to the best of your ability, you are not paying attention to anything specific. Now, focus on something that you would like to have happen, you would like to experience, and to the best of your ability, create that experience in your imagination. Imagine it as though it is happening. In a moment, I'll suggest again that you take a pause and turn your attention to something else. Now pause. Now, once again, focus on your breath at the nose bridge, to the best of your ability, feeling the air current enter and exit at the nostril bridge, right between the two nostrils. Now pause Now ask yourself, what's the most important thing to pay attention to right now? If you need to, you can jot that down so that you'll remember it. And now just return to the breath. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. If your gaze has been softened, sharpen your gaze, your forward look. This pause that's in between paying attention is very, very important, and it's something that you can use all day long. I use it before I start to drive. I'm often rushed or going from one appointment to the next. And if I can just remember to take that pause before I turn the ignition on, or after I've turned the ignition off and start to scurry myself to my next appointment, then I can get present to what is most important to me in that moment. I can remember the objective or the reason or the purpose that I decided to take the meeting or appointment in the first place. These are moments that sometimes get missed in a day that's full and a life that has a lot of priorities. And I would recommend to you and suggest that if you do take these moments of pause, you'll find yourself a little calmer, a little more focused, and a little bit more authentic in your engagement wherever you're going and with whomever you're working with or collaborating with. I hope that's been helpful, and I will certainly be in touch when there is another song on my mind, or I think that I can provide something that might be of value to you. Have a great day.